Mayor Durkan just unveiled a sweeping plan to create a minimum wage for Uber and Lyft drivers and to hike a tax charged on each ride. Uber's already saying it'll cost more for a trip across town.
First, the fees. Under Mayor Durkan's proposal, the city would increase a per-ride fee from 24 cents to 75 cents. Durkan says that higher tax would bring in $52 million to pay for 500 units of affordable housing near transit. Another $56 million would help finish the Center City Connector streetcar, which is delayed and mired in cost overruns. Mayor Durkan also wants to require Uber and Lyft to pay drivers a minimum wage, plus benefits and expenses such as gas and mileage. The city would also create a first-in-the-nation driver resolution center, a place where drivers can iron out disputes with their employers. With ride services exploding in Seattle, Mayor Durkan says her plan protects workers and helps pay for much-needed transit and housing improvements. In a statement, Uber said, quote, "The mayor's decision to triple Seattle's tax on ride-sharing will raise prices for riders and decrease trips for drivers. We support the creation of a guaranteed minimum earnings standard for drivers and have engaged in good faith with the mayor's office and labor leaders for several months on this issue in hopes of reaching a compromise." Drive Forward, a group of 2,000 drivers, echoed Uber's concerns, saying the changes could push down demand and, in turn, driver pay.
The mayor wants these proposed changes to take effect next July, but before then, this whole plan has to go before the city council, and they'll likely have a lot of questions about where the money's going and how this will impact people trying to hail their next rides. In Seattle, Ted Land, King 5 News.